Good day everyone, I am Ayasakis Dibalais from SBCS1A and today we will learn about programming basics in Fundamentals of Programming week number 5. And before we start, let's know what are the learning objectives first. First is to discuss the different data types used in Java programming. Second is to understand the variable declaration, identifiers, and words. And third is to recognize the Java keywords categorically. And let's start. In this lesson, we have 6 subtopics. And first is the parameters used in first Java program. Second is the basic syntax. Third is the Java keywords. Fourth is the Java identifiers. 5 is the Java variables. And last is the data types in Java. Now, let's begin with the parameters used in first Java program. Parameters typically refer to the variables defined in the parentheses of a method, such as the main method. These parameters allow data to be passed into the method when it is executed. Tulad na ng class keywords used to declare the class in Java. Public keyword is an access modifier which represents visibility, meaning pwedeng ma-access mula kahit saan. And kailangan public ang main parenthesis para matawag ito na Java Virtual Machine or JVM. Ang static keyword naman, nangangahulugan ang method ay bahagi ng klase mismo, hindi ng object. Para sa main parenthesis ng static keyword, hindi na kailangan gumawa ng object para tumakbo ang method. And for the void keyword is the return type of the method, main represents the starting point of the program. And the string args or string argument is used for the command line argument, and the system.out.println or the system.out.print is used to print the statement or the text. Let's go to the basic syntax, which is the second subtopic of this lesson. Java is a case-sensitive program, which means if you have this incorrect spelling or the different words that you use as an identifier, the output will be error or it will not be read by Java. For example, with the word hello, the one have uppercase H and the other one have a lowercase h. It would have a different meaning in Java, even though it's the same word, but it's different in spelling. So Java will read it differently. For the class name, the first letter should be in uppercase. And if there's several words for the name, then if there's several words in the class name, then you should do the Pascal case, in which the first letters of the words are in uppercases, just like in the example. And then for the method names, naming it should start in a lowercase. And if there's several words also to name the method, then you will use the camel case, which is the first letter in the first word will be lowercase, and the second words or the next words, their first letters will be in uppercase. And naming the program file should be the same as the class name. Then let me show you how it's done with the basic syntax and the parameters used in first Java program. Ayan. So, now, maggawa muna tayo ng file ng new project. Java project. Ang project name natin dito ay basic program. Basic program. Then dito, pupunta tayo sa source, src. We will have a class. Then for the basic program, the class name would be basic. Kung gusto natin na second name ng second word is this the programming. Ito na. A package name must be the same. Then the package name will be basic. Should start in the lowercase for the package base with the letter C. And then finish. And now, we have this. Ayun. After natin ma-apply yung basic syntax, yung pag-name ng package, pag-name ng class, pag-name ng methods, and pag-name ng program file, which is the basic program. And now, makikita naman natin dito yung mga nandoon sa parameters first used in Java programming. Ito yung si public, si static, si void, si main, si string, argument. Ang kulang na dito ay si system.out.println. Let me type that. Ang system ay dapat malaking S. System that oh no, bababa ko kayo Ayan. Ang si system.out.print and then parenthesis quotation for words na basic. Ayan. Tapos, pwede naman din tayo maglagay ng system.out.println parenthesis quotation programming. And then, wag natin kakalimutan si semicolon. Ang ganyan, nagkakaroon lang po ng mga quotation sa loob ng parenthesis kapag words yung nilalagay. Then, what about naman po kapag numbers? Edit ganito yan, Marikix. So, system. Minsan, para diretso na mag-print, pwede yan yung system.out.println. Pero, yung iba, ginagamitan nila ng string names, or string variables para malaman nila kung ano yung piniprint ng code nila. Okay, balik tayo dito. System.out.print. Either of the two yan So, parenthesis lang kailangan kapag numbers. No need na ng quotation marks. Let's say 18. Tapos meron na yung semicolon. Kapag niran mo yan, ayun, basic programming. Ayan na siya. Lagyan na natin dito ng space. Ayan, basic programming 18. Diba? Ayan na siya. Yan na yung pinaka-basic ng pag-print and paglalagay sa Java program. After that, let's go to the third subtopic, which is the Java keywords. Java keywords are special reserved words that have a predefined meaning in the Java language. They act as building blocks of Java syntax, like tools with specific jobs. And because they are already defined by Java, you cannot use them as names for variables, methods, classes, or objects, or etc. Some of the examples in the Java keywords are the class keywords, void keyword, static keyword, and etc. Ayun siya. And for the fourth subtopics of the programming basics is the Java identifiers. Java identifier is the name used to label elements in your code. It can be the name of a class, method, variable, object, or package. Sa pag-name ng identifiers, we can use letters, currency characters, or an underscore. Pwede din natin silang ipag-combine, but a keyword cannot be used as an identifier katulad ng sinabi ko kanina. And then, most importantly, identifiers are case-sensitive. Katulad nga din ng sinabi ko kanina, sa Java programming is a case-sensitive. So, kahit anong words dyan, dapat tama ang iyong pinaglalagay. Ang isang pinaka-example na nga dito kanina ay yung sa word hello. Yung isa na mayroong uppercase H and the one that have lowercase h. And makikita nyo din dito yung mga legal and illegal ideas for the identifiers. And for the fifth subtopic in our lesson is the Java variables. And what's the meaning of the Java variable? Java variables is a storage for data and values. Yun. Pero, paano kapag naguguluhan kayo kay identifiers and variables? Don't worry, nandito ako. Ito all the variables are identifiers. Ayun siya. Pero, not all the identifiers is variables because variables hold the storage for the data and values. While naman sa identifiers, kahit ano, kahit may laman yan or wala, basta nakakapag-identify lang siya ng kahit ano-ano. And then, bringing back to the topic of Java variables have three types. It's local variables, instance variable. The third one is the static variable. Let's know these types. Local variables is declared inside a method, constructor, or a block. The purpose of it is the temporary data used only while the method runs, and the scope is only accessible within that method. Ang instance variable naman, declared inside the class but outside the method. The purpose is to each object of the class gets its own copy, accessible throughout the class using an object. The static variable is declared inside the class with a static keyword. The purpose is shared by all objects and only one copy exists. The scope is accessible using the class name even without creating an object. And let's go to the last topic for the programming basics is the data types in Java. Data types tell Java what kind of a value variable can hold. Every variable must have a data type, and it's like choosing the right container for the right item. Two types of data types in Java. First one is the primitive data types. These are the basic building blocks of data in Java. They store simple values directly in memory, fixed size and behavior, fast and efficient. The things that included in the primitive data types are the boolean, character or char, byte, short, integer or int, long, float, and double. While the non-primitive data types are also code reference type, these store complex objects or collections, can be customized and expanded. And the things included in the non-primitive data types are the classes, interface, and the arrays. And let's go talk further about the primitive data types. As what I said earlier, the Java primitive data type is the building blocks of data. There are 8 types of primitive data types. The Boolean data type, the byte data type, char or character data type, short data type, integer or int data type, long data type, float data type, and double data type. Then, let's see what other kinds. For the Boolean data type, it stores only 2 values. It's the true or false. It's used for the idea of conditions, flags, and decision makings. The size not precisely defined but treated as 1 bit. And the byte data type purpose is to store very small integers. Size is the 8-bit signed integer that range from -128 and the maximum value is 127. The default value is 0. It's used for the memory efficient storage, especially in arrays. And for the short data type, it stores small integers. Its 16-bit signed integer range from -32,768 to 32,767. It's useful when memory is limited and integer is too large. And for the integer data type or int data type, its purpose is to store standard whole numbers, size in 32-bit signed integer, and range from -2,147,483,648 to 2,147,483,647. And its default value is also 0. It's commonly used in the integer type. Yeah. And for the long data type, its purpose is to store very large whole numbers. Its size is 64-bit signed integer and the range is huge beyond integer limit and used for large counters, timestamps, or IDs. And for using the long data type, you should add the uppercase L at the end of the value. And the size is 32-bit IEEE or Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers 754 floating point, and it's used for the values with fractions like temperature or speed. And for using the float, you should add the lowercase f at the end of the value. And the double data type is used to store decimal numbers with higher precision than float. And its size is 64-bit IEEE 754 floating point. And it's ideal for scientific calculations, currency, or any value that needs more accuracy. And it's optional to add lowercase d for using the double data type. You can just write the number directly. And with that, the lesson of programming basics is done, and I hope you learn the functions, the importance of these topics, and the programming basics, and I hope you will be a professional programmer too. Thank you, bye-bye. Bye. Bye. EE. What does it mean? Effort. Nakamalito din kasi kayo, kasi ako nalilito na. Eme. Good day, everyone. Bueno, dime.